Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video. And today, we're going to do the physical DPS tier list. I'm not going to lie. This is a video I have been dreading recording because I have messed with this thing on stream. I've messed with this thing off stream. And I know there's going to be some opinions out there that disagree with mine. And that's fine. I encourage that. I want this to be as much a community tier list as it is my own opinion. This first one is going to be really heavily influenced by my own opinion. There's going to be some on here that are going to be in the C and D tier. And well, I'll tell you what, let's go look at it. And we'll start there. Let's go to the list. Okay, now here we are, and right away you're going to notice that I filled out the C and D tier already. Now, I want to say something. These are units that I just don't want to take the time to go into because I don't think they're worth building up, right? Now, I know some people like Lierte out there. I know there's some Zazan fans, but if I was giving advice to somebody on who should I spend my resources on, it would not be anybody in the C or D tier. I didn't want to talk about them individually as a way to cut down this probably going to be a long video, so I just went ahead and put them out there. Now, let's start with the top tier, right? I'm going to take Dwayne. I'm going to slide him up into S tier. This was tough. I actually think Dwayne is one of the best physical attackers we have in the game. Combine that with the fact that he's also a pretty good tank. I think Dwayne is one of the best units in Global, and I think he's an S tier physical DPS unit. Now, as this list fills out a little bit more, as the A tier and the B tier start getting bloated like the C tier is now, or way more than the C tier is now, I'm not going to concern myself a ton with Luartha being slightly better than the person right below her or something like that. But I am going to try to put ones I think are stronger towards the front and weaker towards the back. But in general, if they are an A tier unit, that means I think they're capable of being the solo carry in a group that is tank, support, DPS. That's my criteria there. If they're S tier, I think they're just one of the best physical carries in the game. And if they're B tier, I think they can do the job of a physical carry, but probably need some backup damage to help them along. Okay, that's the setup. Let's continue, and we're going to be sort of quick with this. Rob, one of the best evasion units in the game, A tier. Gilgamesh, one of the best carries in this game. His sub-job, Time Mage, my god, Quicken and Haste are so good. Kotetsu, massive AoE with slash attack down, S tier unit. Raldor, man, once Raldor gets his EX, I think he goes to A. Right now, he can work in some teams, but I think he's B tier. Cecil, low B tier. Almost more of a support unit than an attacker, but Holy Knight's Blade attack is pretty good, and his shield is something to consider. Kane, man, Kane, you guys, I'm going to go with the criteria I set forward. I don't think Kane can be the solo carry in a group right now. I'm putting him in B. I think he works really well with Dwayne, but in that case, Dwayne is doing just as much of the carrying as Kane, so Kane goes to B for me. Stern, EX Prince Stern. Man, you guys, I'm going to put him in B. The reason here is he's pretty good, but he's just a slashing unit, and he's going to struggle with solo carrying, and even though he's healthier, even though he can survive more than he could before, it's still not somebody I would run as a solo carry in my team, so I'm putting him on B. Luartha is B tier to me. She's actually pretty good, but I don't think she can solo carry. She's really good chainer, strong missile damage, but I think you want to bring some backup with her. Elsorel, again, same type of thing, right? Really good unit, just don't think she can solo carry for you. Ruinstern, bottom of A tier, or low A tier. I think he can do it, but my god, you need to protect this guy. You need a tank that can separate from the team. You need a support that can maybe drop a re-raise on him or something, but his damage is insane. And it's still insane. So I really do think Ruinstern is A tier. Delita, B tier DPS unit to me. I know some people really like Delita. I think he's pretty good, but I wouldn't run him as a solo carry. Lucia, she's right there with Luartha to me. Good chainer, has that quad shot, but probably not going to solo carry your group. Okay, Eileen, oh man, you guys, does this one hurt my heart or what? I have tried to make Eileen, I would put her in S. if I could just do whatever I wanted. But I'm trying to be real. I think Eileen's speed, her need for AP regen, just hold her back. I'm going to put her in B tier, and that sucks. Uldoa, B tier unit. Orin, man, okay, Orin is a B tier unit as well. I think he's high B tier. I think he's a good unit, but I think he needs to run with Gilgamesh. I think he needs to run with another carry to do the job for you. Although he is really good. Like, he's fringe A, but I'm putting him there. Frederica, I think Frederica is A tier. She does a lot of damage. Vision cards for her. She has really good vision card and Esper options. And she can be like a barrage spammer. There's builds where Frederica can just get quickened a bunch and just annihilate enemy teams. So I'm going to throw her into A. Crazy, solid carry for an MR, putting her into middle B. Zazan. Okay, Zazan is a monster. He's one of the best evasion units we have. He hits like a truck. He has slash penetration. He can do work. You guys, he's fringe A tier. In fact, you know what? I think he's the best evasion unit we have right now. So I'm going to put him in S. He can do it. He can do it. Okay, Lilith. I think Lilith's pretty good. I'll just throw her into B. Jiza, this might surprise some people. Jiza to me is a mid A tier unit. I have successfully run in Guild Wars and Arena tank Jiza support comps. She blasts people. Like, she's super good. And being dark is a bonus for her, so I think she absolutely is an A tier carry. Gafgarion, I mean, you know, Gafgarion does damage. I'll put him in B. Like, mostly because he's free, so if his rerun ever comes back, you can build him for nothing. So I'm not going to put him in the don't mess with him tier. Rip Etra, I know. But anyway, okay, there's Gafgarion. Christmas Ramada, yeah, she's like mid B tier to me. Does good damage, hits really hard in the right situations. Those situations just don't present themselves enough. And she's only level 99, so B tier. Camilo, I mean, you guys probably know what Camilo is. He was free, you've messed with him. You can build him if you want. He's got those different damage types. I think that makes him respectable, so I'll slide him into B. Thancred, yeah, he's down there in that Gafgarion level. Disappointing double cost unit, has good buffs, specifically defense buffs, but he needs more. He needs more of a way of hurting the opponent. His sub jobs are mind-numbingly dumb, and I don't get them at all, so B tier, cannot solo carry for you. Corwell, I mean, he's right there with Thancred. Cool for a free unit, good for like win teams, good for chaining. He's solid, but he's not going to solo carry, I don't think. Seymour, better than the units we've been talking about, especially at 120. I actually think he's up here like, I think he's up here with like Delita Kane level, so I'm going to stick him there. Specifically in the right team comps with his vision card, stuff like that. Nivlu, man, I cannot wait, you guys, for Nivlu's EX, but until she gets it, I think she's like mid B tier. I think she's better than these two. I think she's a better carry than Lucia and Luartha, mainly because she can like add that extra layer of support to your group. But, well, she's better than Uldoa, hold up. But I don't think she's Frederica level yet. Maybe when she gets that EX job and her and Frederica can be lightning gunner sisters, that'll be really exciting. Venera, absolutely an A tier unit. She's insane right now. You need her vision card for her to be A tier, I think. But evasion is really good right now. Notice that we have 3 evasion units already in the S tier and A tier. So Venera, being one of the best ones we have, gets that A tier spot. Is she better than King Rob? I think she is. So I'm going to put her in front of him. Let me know if you agree with that or disagree with that, but you know, that's my thought. Okay, Victoria. Can't wait for Victoria's EX. Until she gets it, she's down here like that. She's a very strong unit when she came out. Unfortunately, that was a long time ago. With her EX upgrades, we'll see. Charm is still really powerful. She still has that really good limit break, and piercing is not as easy to mitigate. But you probably want to run her with another carry right now. King Elda. I think King Elda is up here with Eileen. They both do a lot of damage, but I just wouldn't trust it as my solo carry. Just not fast enough. Not enough utility. They're selfish units, I think. And so I'm just going to put them in B, and they can do it, but you want to bring something else. You want to back them up. Shadow Lynx. Guys, Shadow Lynx is tough. Now, I'm going to put Shadow Lynx top of B. Now, people are going to be like, hold on, Orange. Hold the phone. Shadow Lynx is OP. I know she is. But can she be the only carry in your group? I think Venera can, I think Rob can, I think Runestern can. I don't think Shadow Lynx can. I think she pairs with like Venera or Ruinstern super well. In fact, I think she might be one of the best additional DPSs you can bring, especially if you're running Evasion, right? Pretty much only if you're running Evasion. She's also very good for chaining, PvE situation. She's going to be great. I'm going to put her top of B. Okay, Mustadio, bottom of B. He's got some cool status effects. Yerma, I mean, Yerma's better than like Thancred and Corwell, I think. So we'll slide Yerma about right there. Low, mid B. Orlandu. How much does it, how weird is it to like put Orlandu like mid to bottom B tier? He still does good things. He's a great like additional lightning unit to bring if you already have him built. However, if you're a newer player, you definitely don't have him built because it's been a while since you had access to him, and he just hasn't, he needs that EX job whenever it comes. Okay, 9S. Now, 9S is a very, very high ranking B tier unit. I don't think 9S can solo carry for you, but I do think he can bring a lot of damage and a lot of utility and a really great third unit. A really great third unit with another carry in the group, I think. Okay, Sir O. Sir O's like mid B tier to me. I'm going to put him, where's his boy Seymour? Is Sir O better than Kane? I don't think so, but he's up there, stratosphere, right? At some point, when you got all these units cramming up the middle, who's better than who? It's inches, I think. So that's my thought there. Glaciella, even at level 99, is very, very good. Water is a strong element, so I still really like Glaciella. Let me actually move the screen down just a hair so we can, it's getting too big for the video. Okay, Titus. Guys, Titus is an A tier unit. Now, I know I said my criteria for A tier was somebody could solo carry for you. I kind of think he can. Now, he's sort of man, can he though? No, we'll put him top B. He can't. He probably can, but I wouldn't recommend it. I feel more comfortable with Titus as a top of B tier physical DPS. Man, he brings so much support. I'm going to make a special exemption for my boy Titus and put him in A. There you go. Somebody tell me I'm wrong. Tyrell does a lot of damage. He's like kind of like Gavgarion, I guess. Eileen is a really cool unit. Better than like... Oh, man. Sorry, watch this. Sorry, Yerma. I hate to do that to you, but Eileen's probably better than you. Okay, Christmas Macherie. Christmas Macherie is really good, you guys. She's top of B tier. She's a top B tier unit, in my opinion. When she gets her EX, she might just elevate. But right now, I still think she's that good. Ketone is A tier. I think, again, Evasion is so good right now. I'm going to put Ketone like maybe third on A. And look at how stacked the A tier is with Evasion units. That's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and skip to 2B. While I'm talking about Evasion units, I think 2B also can do the solo carrying for you. I think she's right up in there. I'm going to actually rearrange that just a little bit. Okay, Winter Victoria. Winter Victoria is a really solid mid-B tier carry. Laswell. Oh god, watch, it's going to bump the screen down. So here we go. Laswell coming in. Laswell is a nice Evasion unit. Evasion is strong. So I'm going to stick Laswell up in that first row of B. I actually made a fun Laswell team on stream today. Had a lot of fun with him and he put in some work for me. Okay, Ramada. Regular Ramada is next. I'm going to drag her up here so you can see her. She's a very, very high B tier unit, I think. I think she's right up here with the Laswell Christmas Macheries of the world. In a water team specifically, she does a lot of damage with her EX job. I don't think she's reliable enough to solo carry for you, but you can run Titus Moore Ramada, and that's a really strong team. She's great. And then we have Ramza. You guys, I'm going to put him on the screen here. Ramza. Now, you guys, Ramza, just because I like the guy, I'm going to throw him a bottom of B. He doesn't deserve that. He's not going to physical DPS carry your team. Shining Blade's pretty cool, I guess. He's got some nice buffs, but it's yes, he's C tier. I'm sorry. Ramsey, you're the C tier meme. Welcome to top of C tier. Even if I love you, my dude, it hurts my heart to put you there. That's where you belong. Okay, guys, I know that's a ton of units. I mostly thought, when I was thinking about this, I'm not going to lie, most of my thought process went into that S and A tier. I wanted to really separate those two tiers from everyone else. I think as far as physical carries go, those 3 and S are our best. They are fairly closely followed by the A tier, and then the B tier is basically, in my opinion, good units that you can pick which one you want to complement your team comp. None of them are going to have to be just carried by your team. They can all put in some work for you. And that's what B tier is on this list, in my opinion. And then C and D tier are probably just units that if you need a physical carry, I wouldn't concern myself with. But if you have used those units a lot and have different opinions, I would love to hear about them. That's it. That's the 4 tier lists. They're finally done. So if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, leave a comment, because I know the comments are going to blow up on this one. I'm actually looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to updating this list with what you guys think a little bit on the Monday War of the Visions Weekly with the other tier lists. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.